Hello and welcome to Woodcock Cycle. We are creating this video here to give you a beginner's tutorial on how to apply kick wax to your cross-country skis. The first thing that we have to be concerned about is the actual products that you will need. One of the products that you will need is base binder. Kick wax comes in these small cylindrical containers. Base binder is optional, however it is strongly recommended. Base binder allows the wax to stick better to the base of your cross-country ski and allow it to adhere and last longer. The second product that you will need is your actual kick wax. As you will notice on the back of the kick wax there is two temperatures. One is for new snow and one is for old snow, as each different types of snow have different characteristics. You will find a very large range of waxes for temperatures. As the temperature gets colder, there tends to be a larger range of temperatures for the wax. As you go towards warmer temperatures, the wax will usually only tend to change, every 1 to 2 degrees. As you can see in this wax, the new snow is only good for one temperature and one temperature only. This is due to the fact that the characteristics of snow change greatly at warmer temperatures. However, you must keep in mind that this is the temperature of the snow and not the air. Now that you have your wax, you will need to have your cork. There are two types of cork here. You have a synthetic cork and a natural cork. Either one of these can be used and really comes down to personal preference. Synthetic corks tend to work a little bit better, while they tend to wear out a little bit faster. Natural corks tend to last longer and they still do tend to do a fairly good job. The third product that you will need is a scraper. Here we have two different types of scrapers. One is a plastic plexi scraper with a flat edge. The second is a groove scraper. These come in various different types. This one here doubles as a flat edge and a groove scraper. There are specific scrapers out there for grooves. So these are the three must products that you need to wax your skis: your wax, your cork, and your scraper. As I mentioned earlier, the wax is dependent on the temperature of the snow. So you may want to look at getting a thermometer to measure the temperature of the snow if you would like to get that specific. Now that we have our products, we can worry about what we're actually going to do. First off, you need to find out what area of the ski you are going to wax. As there are two different types of waxes for the skis, the one that we are concerned with now is the kick wax, which actually grips and doesn't slide. Another video we will post will explain to you the difference of glide wax, which helps you slide. Kick wax is only applied to the center of the ski, but you need to know where in the center of the ski you are going to apply this. Here at Woodcock Cycle, we have a tool here to find this for you, although you can do this at home. What we need to do here is stand on both skis, putting equal weight onto both of the skis, with your toes where the binding is. What you want to do is find the area of the ski that is not in contact with the ground. With this board here, we can measure this. If you want to do this at home, you can stand on a flat, level surface and slide a piece of paper underneath. What we are looking for here is where the ski comes in contact with the ground at the back of the ski and the front of the ski. As you see, when we slide the slider towards the back, it is going to come fairly close to where the back of the heel is. If it goes beyond the back of the heel, a good starting point is to make a mark on the ski at the back of the heel. The second point that we want to look at is where it stops at the front of the ski. Here is where the ski comes in contact with the ground near the front of the ski. You can make a mark here as well, as this will give you an idea where to carry your kick wax to the front of the ski. Now that you have your kick wax, this is again a very good area to start. if you're out skiing and you find that you're slipping a lot, you may want to try extending your kick zone beyond what you've measured. And if you're out skiing and you find that you tend to be, slipping, you're not getting as much glide as you want, you may want to try shortening that so that you get better glide and your kick wax is not dragging. The second thing that we need to do after we've put equal weight onto both skis is to stand with the ball of your foot putting the weight onto one ski. Here what you want to do is, standing on one ski, make sure that the slider will not move. As here it takes quite a bit of effort to move when underneath the foot. If the slider moves freely or your piece of paper moves freely, the skis are too large for you and there's too much camber. However, if you're standing there with the weight on the ball of your foot and the slider does not move freely or easily, that means that your skis are the proper size, as when you put your weight on one ski, the kick zone will depress and come in contact with the ground. Yep. Now we will talk about how to apply the kick wax to your ski. Now that you have your products and you have your kick zone mapped out, you can apply the kick wax to your ski. Again, as we mentioned previously, there are various temperatures of wax that you must be concerned with. You may apply a cold weather wax onto your base, and then you may apply a warmer weather wax on top of that cold weather wax. However, you cannot do the opposite. If you have a warm wax already on the base of your ski, you cannot apply cold wax. This has to do with how soft and how hard the waxes are. If you open up your warm wax, you can feel how soft and tacky it is, and your cold weather wax is very hard. That being said, you can apply easily a warm weather wax on top of a cold weather wax, although you cannot apply easily a cold weather wax on top of a warm weather wax. For ease of use, we recommend that if the temperature drops, that you take your scraper, scrape off the old kick wax before you apply the new stuff. So now that you have it mapped out, what you're going to want to do is apply the kick wax from your tube to the ski. You will want to apply it to both sides of the groove and try and do it thin and evenly as possible. One thing that you want to be concerned with is that you do not apply this too thick. It is better to do multiple thin coats of wax than to do one thick coat. If you put the wax on too thick to begin with, it will be very hard to cork in. What the cork does is provide heat to melt the wax into the base of the ski. So again, it is best to do multiple thin layers of wax than one thick layer. As you see, once you start corking it in, the wax will turn clear. This is as it is heated up and melted into the base. You want to cork the ski until the majority of the white wax has melted and spread throughout the base. Again, you may want to do multiple layers of wax. You may also layer the wax based on temperatures. If you are going for a long ski, you may want to apply numerous layers of wax and various temperatures. You may want to apply a warm weather wax with a cold weather wax on top of it if you are going for a long ski. However, if you are applying a cold weather wax on top of a warm weather wax, it is very difficult to do, so we recommend having some practice before you do this. Again, cork the second layer of wax in until it is well absorbed into the base. Don't forget to bring your wax with you out on the ski. Sometimes if you're out for a little jaunt, a 20-minute ski may turn into an hour and you don't want to get left out on the course with no wax and no grip. It'll make it very difficult for you to find your way back. Again, take into account how long you're planning to go out for a ski and apply the numerous amount of layers as desired. It is difficult to determine how long each layer of wax will last, This is due to variations in the snow quality, in how thick of a layer of wax you put on, and the type of wax. So based on your skiing conditions throughout time, you will get an idea for how long the wax will last. Now that you have your skis all waxed up with enough layers, you are set to go. However, you may want to protect the base of your freshly waxed skis by either kick or glide. We recommend getting a set of ski bones or straps. As we see, we have ski straps here, and we also have ski bones. What these do is keep the skis together and the bases separate. If you do not use these, and you just have your skis sliding around in the back of your car, you may get damage to the base. Also, if you're using an elastic that keeps the skis together, but the base is touching, you can damage the bases. This is why we recommend using a set of ski bones or straps that will actually keep the skis together and keep the bases separated. For more information on ski products or any information on ski trails in Manitoba, in Winnipeg, please feel free to visit us at woodcockcycle.com.